Hello everyone, I'm Peri. Welcome to today's video. I am so excited because this is my first ever makeup tutorial. Yay! And I'm going to be showing you how to do one of my favorite looks, which is scary clown makeup. Now, this look is actually a little bit more subdued than your typical clown makeup. It's a little on the creepy side, but it's very feminine, it's very delicate, it's very demure. I had to. You'll see in a little bit. Enough chit chat. Welcome to the freak show. Let's begin. First, let's start with foundation. I'm a little disappointed because I was looking for zinc oxide sunscreen today at the store and they only had clear zinc oxide. So I was a little upset because I thought I was getting the really opaque white one. But if you have very pale foundation, that'll do as well. Luckily, I'm naturally ghostly, so I just use my day-to-day makeup. If you have darker skin, I'd recommend using just a few shades lighter. But as long as you can get it nice and opaque, see how it's getting some more intense coverage here. You just want to give the effect of having a white face. So just get that all over. Now, I love clowns. I have always loved clowns, actually. When I was a little girl, I went to a creative school, so I learned theater, dance, art, music, etc. But my first dance recital, actually, our theme was clowns. So we had these clown outfits and we were dancing to that song by The Doors, People Are Strange When You're a Stranger, that one. Because in the video, he looks like a clown, right? That was my first exposure, and I thought it was really cool. And I've always loved clowns in horror movies, like It, Terrifier. Each one has its own personality, just like me. But you can really make this look however you want to. Make it just like you. This is all about experimentation. I'm just showing you these steps to make it easier. Next, if you want to add some white powder, you may do that as well. All right, wonderful. I actually don't like doing foundation first because I find that doing eye makeup first is easier because if I get a little bit smudged, then it's easier to just go over it instead of doing your foundation all over. But that's just me. Next, let's do our eyeshadow. I'm gonna do red. So the color theme here is black and red and white. It's very goth. If you want to do some pink, you can. If you want to do pink eyeshadow, I feel like that'd be cute as well. So this one is kind of a rusty red, like this. I'm just going to put this on the lid. And I actually skipped a step, so disregard this. But if you want to lay it on top, you can, before we do the next one. So just get it around. Now leave this part alone because we're about to fill that in white, which is what I should have done first. So I'm just gonna skip right into that step. What you wanna do is take this white and use a different eyeshadow brush because you don't wanna be blending the colors. And what you wanna do is get it in the waterline here. I know this looks very uncomfortable and I'm about to have a Clockwork Orange moment, pulling my eye down very uncomfortably. But this right here, this is crucial because it's gonna give you the illusion of having a bigger eye. So you wanna go just like that. Ooh, I just poked myself. So yeah, try not to tear up too much. And you just wanna fill this in so it's gonna make your eyes look huge. It's gonna make a lot more sense once we do the eyeliner. You'll get it. All right, so see, it's a little bit more filled in. So now we can go ahead and do the eyeshadow. So let's continue where we left off. So get that red and go up on the lid right here. And if you want to blend it into the crease, I need to get a little bit closer. I have kind of a hooded eye, which can make application more difficult. It's not major, but it still makes things kind of inconvenient. There we go. And next, what I want to do is eyeliner first what I'm gonna do is what I wanted to do right after I did the white. So here, now it's gonna make more sense. What you wanna do is go on the lash line right underneath. So you're gonna leave some space for the white right here. So you're just gonna do a very subtle little line underneath your lash line. You don't have to go all the way around the eye, but you want to make it distinct enough, just have it come underneath. Try not to get it in the waterline. Just sweep underneath and bring it up on your upper eyelid because we're gonna do fake lashes in a bit. So just get it going like that. There we go. And this doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna cover it with lashes. So as long as you just get a dark base so that it doesn't look weird. I don't know how to explain. You get it. All right, so I think that's good. Just gonna take a Q-tip and get that smudge. See, we don't want the black on this waterline, so at least you can learn from my mistake here. There. And if you want to perfect it, you want to go back in, by all means. Now next, what we want to do, this is the most crucial part. This is the clown line. Well, I'm gonna call it that. I'm just clowning around here. What you want to do is make a straight line, use your pupil as a guide. So go to the middle of your pupil, wherever that is, and just make a little triangle. Just do a tiny little triangle like that, very small, and then drag that line downwards. See? That actually came out very well, and it helps if you have a very fine tipped eyeliner so you can create that kind of sleek line. And then do the upper lid. You want to make it right in the middle of where you made that, so just make another little triangle. And again, the upper doesn't have to be perfect because the lashes will hide it. It's just to kind of get the full effect. And if you want to bring that up here slightly, it's difficult again with the hooded eye. We'll make it work. If anything, you can do 3 little dots like that. Just go dot, 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 like that, that. There. All right, next, let's finish up our eyeshadow. So we already did the red, so we have a little bit here. But what I want to do next is I'm going to take a more purpley shade. So look for kind of a wine colored, eggplant colored shade from your palette. So I'm going to put this in the corner. So you see you have some red in the middle. This is just to bring on the outer corner. You can bring it down below to give a shadow effect. I love doing shadow on the lower lid. I think it looks really cool. And just kind of blend it. You bring it slightly above the lid here. Paint your face like you're painting a picture. Wonderful. All right, and then the other eye. I'm actually thinking I may go back in and apply a bit more red to the middle just because I think it's a bit hard to see. But just sweep like that. So here, let's maybe take a new brush and then new color. Let's just put this in the middle. So this is the other red shade that we were doing before. So I'm just brightening it up just so it's a little more visible. Lovely. I just have to get it exactly perfect. I think I'm going to blot it. There we go. All right, and next let's do our brows. So take your eyebrow pencil and just make a little line here. I'm gonna do kind of a circular shape. I'm gonna bring this line up here like that. Here, that's harder to see. Nice thing about foundation is I guess you can just apply it over everything and it's like an eraser. So has anyone seen the new Joker movie? I guess it's not that new now because it's not in theaters anymore, but 𝒷𝒶𝒷𝓎 𝒷𝒶𝒷𝓎. I loved that movie so much. I thought that Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga were so good. I thought that their chemistry was amazing, and I love Lady Gaga. I love her voice, and I love her acting. It was really interesting because I'm studying psychology, and I just found it interesting how they explored the idea of the shadow self and these different theories about reality versus imagination, so I just thought it was very cool. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it was very nihilistic. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, don't worry. I don't mind spoilers, but some people do. But it was a really interesting exploration of also, I think, the dynamics between the working class, the poor, and then very wealthy politicians and media moguls. So it's really like the contrast between the two, and someone gets frustrated and speaks his mind, and who is the one to do it? A clown. Of all people, a clown comes to save the day. It's just a little lesson in absurdity. I think that kind of thing is cool. But next up, let's draw lashes. So you can use any lashes that you want. I'm gonna use some wispier ones. You can use cartoon-like lashes if you want to have a more doll-like look. You want to look kind of like a porcelain doll. I actually thought about getting some of those individual lower lashes that you glue one by one. I just thought it'd be a bit time-consuming. But if you want to do that, I think it's a great look. By all means, go for it. So just get some glue and wait for it to dry, and just apply that here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I used to hate applying fake lashes so much. I used to have to do it a million times in a row. But practice makes perfect. I don't wear them that often, but eventually get the hang of it. Okay, that's looking good. All right, next one. But this look is fun because you can just play around. It's just as Marilyn Monroe said, being normal is boring. All right, next one. Another Clockwork Orange moment. Apply it just like that. These are a little tricky. You may have to pinch a little bit. And just keep playing around. All right, there we go. Next, let's do some mascara on the lower lashes. Like I said, if you want to do fake lashes, you can. If you want to do those little mini ones, I'm just gonna do this for now. For now. It's perfectly splendid. Oh my god, has anyone seen The Haunting of Bly Manor? It was a show on Netflix. It was a little kind of horror, kind of drama. I don't know which genre technically. But there's this little girl in it who says perfectly splendid. She says it all the time. It's like her little phrase, so I just found that amusing. I found it perfectly splendid. All right, that looks good. So next, I'm going to apply blush. So I take a bright pink shade and give a pretty smile. Just doing the apples of your cheeks. I just think it makes it look a little bit cartoon-like. I usually hate wearing blush, but I think in this case it works well. Oh yeah, that's cute. Next, let's do the nose. All right, so this is gonna be fun. So what you wanna do is make a little circle in the middle, and then kind of smudge it around. So I wanna create a kind of pink smudged effect. I'm just gonna make the rest of my nose pink, and then I'm gonna go back over it in a second. This makes it look like a little bunny nose. I think it's really cute. And I'm gonna do a tiny little heart in the middle, because I just think that would be adorable. And if you wanna blend it, you can. I thought about doing a heart by the eye, but I'm gonna do a Harley Quinn look in the future. Maybe I said too much. So I just don't want to do the same thing twice. I like to be original. All right, that's cute. And if you want to take that same lip liner and you want to do a little dot on your eye, I've actually thought about doing this in black. You can do a dot, you can do a heart, you can do a diamond, whatever you prefer. I say you can have whatever you like. Yes, indeed, you can. And that's cute. And next, with the same lip liner, this is the final step. We are almost there. So just go right here in the Cupid's bow and make a little V shape like that, and then sweep downwards. So just go like this. I don't know if any of you have seen Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland with Helena Bonham Carter. By the way, I love her. She is my favorite person in Hollywood. I think she's so talented and I love her style. But anyway, she has these lips in the movie that are actually done kind of small. So that's one thing here. I'm not drawing on my entire lip. I made this little cupid's bow and then I went halfway kind of diagonal. I kind of made it a little bit sloped, like a ski slope, because I don't want to cover the entire lip. In that movie, she has her lips drawn very small and it looks very doll-like. So if you haven't seen the movie, I recommend you check it out. You can also think of a geisha. You know, geishas where they had smaller red lips, they did the red in the middle. Kind of like Padme Amidala in Star Wars. Alright, next, once you have your liner, just fill inside the liner. So go on the top, go on the upper lip first, and go like that. And yeah, make it, probably shouldn't talk much when I'm doing my lips. And just draw on the outside. Wonderful. And next what you can do is, since I love the gradient effect, just like we did with the eyes, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing on the lips. And this is a very punk rock look. It's very Susie Sue and the Banshees, in my opinion. So what you're going to do is take your other shade. This is 𝒷𝒶𝒷𝓎, by the way. So it's kind of a candy apple red. I think it's beautiful. And go right in the middle. So you're just filling in where you already did the line. So you have, see how it's a little darker on the edges and then lighter in the middle? So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna go over with the first wine color that we did, and I'm just gonna clean this up. See how it looks very pouty? I love the porcelain doll effect. As you can tell, I'm into cosplay. It's been a while since I've formally cosplayed, but I'm definitely down to do it again. But this is kind of getting me back into it, so I think this is fun. So thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. All right, blot. Grab yourself a little tissue. I don't have a tissue on hand. Oh, yes, I do. Voila! I am a clown. All right, well, as you can see, it's very subtle. It's very feminine, but it's still a little bit scary. Well, thank you so much, all of you, for watching. This has been a wonderful experience, and I'm so excited to see you in the next one. So please keep your eyes out, and I'll see you soon. Meanwhile, have fun with this look. Cheers.